Well, actually my very first year of teaching was in a small rural school, K-9 in Bonnie, just outside of Bonnyville, halfway between Bonnyville and Cold Lake, in a little community called Ardmore. And at that time, I was given the reins to develop an athletic program at a junior high level. They were looking for change, and so my first opportunity was to start a new program. And from there, I moved after 2 years to Airdrie, and I had the most tremendous opportunity to open a school there and starting an athletic program from nothing. And it was incredible. I was surrounded by people who supported a vision that we had for involvement, and it was great. After our team opened up Our Lady Queen of Peace, we moved to opening up a second school, and that's St. Martin de Porres. So within my first 6 years of teaching, I had the opportunity to start 3 programs in 3 different schools, 2 of them right from the ground up. So an amazing opportunity. My commitment to athletics, again, comes out of the formation I had as an athlete. Glenn Magnuson was a phenomenal mentor to me and really encouraged me to follow a dream of mine, to continue with athletics, to continue being an athlete, and to give back. And his support and his leadership and guidance really pushed me, encouraged me to follow my dream. If I think about, as an athletic director, the fondest memory for me, again, is probably going back to the first school that I opened at in Airdrie, Our Lady Queen of Peace, and bringing together a parent community, a school community, church community, because it was also the start of Catholic education in Airdrie, as well as a new staff where none of us knew each other. We were a staff of 17 or 18 in a line of 10 portables, and I was teaching out of a bubble tent. That was the gym. But just bringing together all of those stakeholders, and the very first game that the players walked onto the court with, the pride that they had and the ownership that they took in being involved in something from the grassroots, and then also just that whole idea of they were the group that started the tradition for Our Lady Queen of Peace nights. So it was a pretty rewarding moment in my teaching career, and at that time it would have been my 3rd year of teaching. If you're passionate about something, go for it. Surround yourself with good people who are passionate about kids, and because when you do that, and if you're doing athletics and sport for the right reason, for the kids and for the students, for the athletes, the reward is you can't measure it. If there's a way that you can give back, do it, and do it with no regret. Definitely an honor. In 2002, I was able to present this award to Glenn Magnuson, and I thought to myself then, wow, if I could ever have the impact on one student that this man has had on my direction, my career, that would be amazing. So certainly honored to see or think that people that I've surrounded myself with see the value in what I do. I do it for the kids. I can't say that enough. It's incredible. So first of all, I'd like to thank Raylene Goldaid, who was the spearhead behind putting my application in for the Robert Routledge Award. And of course, to the people who wrote letters in support of myself. I can't thank you enough for that. I would like to thank my family. Again, for their support. My mom and dad, who are no longer here, who were always in my corner, to support the direction that I was going in. I know they were proud of what I accomplished in terms of the connections I made with people, to the point when I would take students down on rafting trips, ski trips. They would join me, they would cook for me. Back in Airdrie, when after a volleyball season, they would come up and prepare a turkey meal for both the boys and girls teams. So even though they couldn't be here to watch a lot of what I did, they supported me in other ways, which is fantastic. I guess just the final thank you would go out to, actually two thank yous, to all the people that I've worked with in the 3 schools that I've taught in, the 4 schools that I've taught in. To be supported by professional people is a tremendous gift. And a huge thank you to the thousands of athletes that I've had the opportunity to coach and to be involved with. And even moving aside from coaching, the opportunity just to work with kids in an athletic lifelong learning, active lifestyle approach, a way of life, a way of living, has been incredible.